Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot.
Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Chinese pot lesson. I'm Joe.
大家好，我是庆林，欢迎来到中文播客。
Today we are going to talk about the ancient arts, the masters of the ancient arts. And if you have ever seen a Kung Fu movie, you probably know the word for master already.
师傅，
And we are talking about a traffic jam
堵车，
and a taxi.
出租车。
So let's check out how all of these go together in the dialogue.
师傅，开快一点儿！
没办法，堵车呢。
完蛋，要迟到了！师傅，开快一点儿！
没办法，堵车呢。
完蛋，要迟到了！师傅，开快一点儿！
没办法，堵车呢。
完蛋，要迟到了！
Hi, my name is Lucy Henderson, and I wanted to tell you about some of the changes that we are making to our podcasts. So, in the past, we maintained one podcast in which we have been publishing all our episodes across all proficiency levels. But we listened to a lot of feedback, and you were telling us that it is not really beneficial for a beginner to have advanced level podcasts in the mix. And likewise, intermediate and advanced learners do not really benefit from beginner lessons. Therefore, this August, we will split our feeds into separate feeds: Chinese Pod Newbie, Chinese Pod Beginners, Chinese Pod Intermediate, and a Chinese Pod Advanced, which will be in Chinese only with no English. So, why am I telling you that? It is because if you are subscribed to this feed, you will suddenly see podcasts ending. And that won't be because Chinese Pod is no longer publishing those, but because you need to pick your specific feed. And for any more information, or if you have any feedback on our podcasts, we welcome you to visit ChinesePod.com/podcasts.
So have you heard who the master here is? Let's check it out line by line.
师傅，开快一点儿。
Driver, go a little bit faster.
师傅，开快一点儿。
Driver, go a little bit faster.
师傅，开快一点儿。没办法，堵车呢。
There's no way. There's a traffic jam.
没办法，堵车呢。
There's no way. There's a traffic jam.
没办法，堵车呢。完蛋，要迟到了。
I'm done. I'll be late.
完蛋，要迟到了。
I'm done. I'll be late.
完蛋，要迟到了。
So the dialogue starts right with this master.
师傅，师傅。
And originally, this master is only used to describe people that are really masters of a specific art. For example, the Kung Fu master.
功夫师傅，
Or the master of bakery, like the baker.
面包师傅，
But we can use this to refer politely to other kinds of professions as well. For example, you could call your plumber a master, or here in this case, the taxi driver, because he's kind of the master of the driving, right? And sometimes I heard that even older people sometimes still refer to people on the streets when they don't know them and they're roughly the same age, that they still would call them, oh, like, Master, excuse me.
师傅，医院在哪里？
It's like, Master, where is the hospital for a stranger on the road? And here the customer in the taxi says, Master, can you go a little bit faster? Go a little bit faster.
师傅，开快一点儿。
So we have this kai is to 开车, right?
开车，
Like to drive a car. And so we just use the verb here, 开, and then there's an adjective and 一点儿 after this. What does this mean, 一点儿?
a little bit.
A little bit. Okay. So together it would be
开快一点儿。
and 快 is fast. So the adjective and together with 一点儿 becomes a little bit faster. So it's go a little bit faster. So Qingling, if something is too fast and I wanted to go slower, what would we say?
慢一点儿。
So you can combine it with other adjectives and then just put the 一点儿 in the end. Another very common thing and very important for you as well is like if something is too expensive and you want it to go cheaper, then you can say like, oh, a little bit cheaper, please.
便宜一点儿。
So with this, you can start bargaining at the market or wherever you buy things. A bit cheaper.
便宜一点儿。
And as in a dialogue, we can combine this adjective and 一点儿 together with the verb as well. So that in the dialogue it was
开快一点儿。
so like to go or to drive a little bit faster. But if we say, for example, you want me to walk a little bit slower, what would we say?
走慢一点儿。
So if your kid is running or something, you're like, 走慢一点。
走慢一点儿。
Yes. Or if what you hear often in China is as well when you eat and people want you, oh, here, please eat more, eat more, eat more. You will hear that as well.
吃多一点儿。
And so after this, oh, please go a little bit faster to the master, to the driver. He's like, no, I cannot. There's like a traffic jam.
没办法，堵车呢。
Here we have the Chinese word for method or way.
办法，办法，
And in front of 办法, there is another word,
没，没，
which is short for 没有, which means we don't have or there is no. So here together, this is there is no way.
没办法。
And the driver uses this as an answer, but we can use this, for example, if you're running out of options, something, and you're like, there is no way, I cannot do it. Like this French, c'est la vie, just
没办法。
yeah, no way. And the reason for that is mentioned by the driver as well. He says there is a traffic jam.
堵车呢。堵车，堵车。
Okay, here the second word is 车, which is a car. And the first word means it's 堵, which is clogged or blocked. Do we have maybe something else that can be blocked or clogged?
哦，马桶堵了。
Ah, okay, if your toilet can be clogged as well. Of course. Oh, and that's when you need a master as well, because then you need to call a plumber and then you can be like, oh, 师傅,
师傅，
拜托。
快一点。
Yes, a little bit faster. I need to go to the... Okay. So after the driver says that there's a traffic jam, he uses the particle 呢 in the end, which indicates like an emphasis on something, and he can read it as he's becoming maybe slightly annoyed. And then he's like, well, there's a traffic jam.
堵车呢。
And then the customer realizes as well, oh God, I'm done, I'm over. Everything doesn't work anymore.
完蛋。
And this is made up of the two words, which is, the first is
完，
which means something is over or to finish something, and 蛋,
蛋，
which is egg. And interestingly, in Chinese, you often have words that use egg in the word, and they're kind of negatively connotated. So here we have this I'm done, my eggs are finished, or the egg is finished, I'm done. But we have other words as well,
笨蛋，
which would be a stupid egg. So it's like an idiot or a stupid person.
坏蛋，
A rotten or a bad egg, so a bad person. So why is he done? Why is he over?
要迟到了。
Because he's going to be late. So here we find the Chinese word for to be late.
迟到。
Hello, friends. This is Sarah Chung, a content creator for Chinese Pod. Each week, we find new topics relevant to you and send them to your mobile device. Currently, we have over 4,000 lessons on the app covering a variety of topics. A huge thank you to all of our subscribers who make this amazing journey possible for all. If you are not a subscriber and you would like to try us out with no obligation, go to ChinesePod.com and start your free 30-day trial. You have nothing to lose and so much to gain, so sign up now.
迟到
And then we find two other words. The first one is
要
which means actually to want, but here it's more like a to will, and it expresses the future meaning. And together with a particle in the end,
了
it indicates that something is going to change. So a future thing and something is going to change. So here it's like I'm going to be late, I will be late. I just noticed I will be late.
要迟到了
But we could use the structure 要 something something 了 to say other things that will happen or that I'm going to do very soon. For example, if I'm about to go to bed, I could say
我要睡觉了
and here 睡觉 is to sleep. Or if I'm about to have dinner or just like general a meal,
我要吃饭了
吃饭.
吃饭
So I'm about to eat. Or if I'm like angry or something, or just generally like I'm about to leave.
我要走了走
So with that in mind, let's check out the dialogue again.
师傅，开快一点儿！
没办法，堵车呢。
完蛋，要迟到了！师傅，开快一点儿！
没办法，堵车呢。
完蛋，要迟到了！师傅，开快一点儿！
没办法，堵车呢。
完蛋，要迟到了！
Today you have learned how to respectfully address somebody as a master.
师傅
And we talked about how you can say that somebody is supposed to go quicker or slower.
快一点儿慢一点儿
And we have learned how to express that something is going to happen or that you are about to do something. So if you have any questions on this, let us know in the section below. And this finishes our class today.
要下课了
So we'll see you next time.
下次见
Bye bye.
拜拜
Now, here's a vocabulary recap.
师傅
Master or driver.
一点儿
A bit.
没办法
There's no way.
堵车
Traffic jam.
完蛋
To be done or damn.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number 4234. So just go to www.chinesepod.com/4234 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/4234.